Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, whatever time you're logging in. I like to always wait about 90 seconds to see if anyone joins on the live stream. But if not, then we'll just get into it. So I'm going to sip my coffee and just give it just a second. All right, everyone. Hello. It's good to be here. So today's class is just sort of a coming into your body. So I had a great teacher tell me once that every morning and every night you should come home to yourself. So that might be 5 minutes, 10, 20, 30, an hour, where you're just coming back into your body. You're centering yourself, however you like to do that, meditating, reading, journaling. But it's time for you, it's uninterrupted. If you can even have it without pets, um, that's great, but I know that that can be challenging for us with families. So I want to spend just a little bit of today just coming into our body. So it's going to be pretty free form. It's going to be pretty just organic. It's going to be a bit of movement, a bit of meditation in a seated posture. But then I want to spend the last 10 or so minutes doing a practice called Shenpa. So this is a pretty courageous practice. This is a bit more of an active practice, um, where we'll be working with a difficult emotion within ourselves and eventually working with that difficult emotion that's universally felt by all. So when we feel embarrassed about something at work or angry at our parents or fearful for someone's health or for our health, we work with that feeling not only in ourselves, but we eventually sort of take on sort of the not so the burden a little. We take on the burden and the realization to feel that for the world, but really in the process, we are opening up our bodhisattva heart, we're opening up our courage, we're becoming more compassionate, and we're also just increasing our tolerance to sit with difficult emotions, not only in ourselves, but for everyone. So we'll spend about 10 minutes on that at the end, but for now, we'll be um, in movement or in seated posture. So we'll be in seated posture this whole time. Um, so I'm using a couple pillows, but cushion, chair, whatever you feel is comfortable. All right, so it's Sunday morning. I want you to spend just a few minutes being like a cat. So just doing natural movements that feel good to you. So rolling your shoulders back, circling the neck. Maybe you're getting a bit of your hips moving in here. So just don't worry about if it's even. Just whenever you feel this, just naturally feel inspired to where you want to go next. So almost like a dance stretch, like a slow dance stretch. And I like to do this before all of my meditations because it actually helps me settle into the posture. All right, so wrapping that up, let the final movements feel good to you. And then we're going to come into stillness. All right. So now I want you to settle into your seated posture. You really want to be back on the sit bone, so making sure you're not leaning too far forward or leaning too far back. And so I want you to feel just the earth below you. Feel it sturdy, stable. Almost as if you're sitting on Mother Nature's lap. You're sitting on the lap of the earth. Can you actually feel that? Can you feel the cradle, the holding of the earth that it does for us all day long? So relaxing into that, feeling that. Now I want you to see if you can actually start to breathe up from the earth in through your sit bones, your genital, your anal region. So breathing in through that whole space. So it's as if you're taking breath up from the earth and bringing it up through your seat and into your body. We're not going all the way up into the body, but we're bringing it into the body. So it's as if sort of that experience of our mouth, the breathing in through the areas of our lower chest. So breathing in that energy of the earth. So trying that for a little while. And we want these to be pretty full breaths. So play with the depth of where you need to breathe in from the earth. You need to breathe in deeper into the earth from a lower place in order to get that full inhale. And on the exhale down into the earth, see if you can relax this area. Can you relax your glutes that like to hold on, that like to grip, that like to tighten? Can you just work with the subtlety of relaxing those muscles. All right, so now we're going to do a round of 12-fold lower belly breathing to just further ground us, further relax us in our body. So what you'll be doing is you'll breathing in and out of the low belly. So we want a very complete exhale. And there's actually a slight pause and contraction at the end of the breath. And we want this to be very smooth. We don't want this to be huffing and puffing. And so we'll do this on our own time. And then once you're complete, please just rest in your posture, in your pure awareness. All right, please begin. Taking note of the energy current coming through your body. We're going to do one more set. But this time, if you're seated, I want you to see if you can actually introduce a bit of a rock of your pelvis with your breathing. You'll notice this allows you to have a bit fuller, a bit deeper breaths. So please begin. for Shenpa, we're going to be breathing in a pretty different way. So if you've done yoga before and you've done the throaty breath that comes with it, the sort of the restricted, the sort of almost wheezy inhale, what I want you to do is you'll be breathing in that sort of hot, claustrophobic experience. So you'll be breathing in the sensation of whatever you decide you want to work with. And your exhale is through the mouth. It's cool, it's refreshing. It's as if you're taking on that experience, taking on that feeling, and you're sending it back out into the earth, sort of cleansed, cool, pure, integrated, softer. And so what I want you to do is I want you to think of, a feeling you'll be working with. Maybe it's an experience you had recently or a recent trigger, a recent sadness. You're going to work with that, holding on to that feeling, breathing in the claustrophobia, breathing out the breeze, the ease. And then we're going to expand that as far as you can. So we'll do that for 2 minutes. And then we'll expand that out as far as we can to everyone universally experiencing that sensation. So once you've come up with your feeling you want to work with, then you can begin the tactic. This is called Tonglen practice. Now transitioning to take on the feeling as far as you can. If you can just take on the feeling of one additional person, that's okay. You want to take on the sensation for everyone in the world, that's beautiful, of course, too. So working with the breath just a bit longer. Relaxing on the exhale. Doing 3 more breaths in this way, and then coming to a close, coming to a rest. All right, guys. So that is it for our class today. You can work with any of these practices at any time. Natural movement, coming home to yourself. The 12-fold lower belly breaths to ground you. I like to do that at the beginning of my meditations. And then Tonglen. They're all available to you. I hope you all have a lovely day. I bow to you. Muchas gracias.